Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. Today I have Aaron Doughty with me.
Hey everyone.
He's here to expand our consciousness. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel we talk about the law of attraction, self-development, spirituality, and so much more. So today is Friday, and on Fridays I like to get certain questions with some sort of theme or topic.
Right.
I get these questions from my Instagram. If you're not following me already, it's at Leeor Alexandra, and you can follow Aaron. Also, he also asks for questions for Q&As and stuff like that. It's at Aaron_Doughty44.
Good job.
So follow us both if you want to send us questions. And today's theme is all about kind of like letting go and understanding the buffer of time.
Yeah.
That waiting period between asking for something, changing your energy, and then receiving it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about this time. It's hard to understand letting go. It's kind of difficult for people to understand if they're supposed to just completely forget about things. What they're supposed to do while they're waiting.
Yeah.
It's a good question. A lot of people ask
it
that
is,
all the
and
time.
it's one that I say we get almost all the time. Like, how do you let go and intend at the same time? Or what do you do when you're waiting for a manifestation?
Right.
And something I'll add to this right now as well is the vibration on the planet is raising. There's more and more people waking up. There's more and more people becoming aware that they create their own reality. As that happens, the vibration is quickening. And as the vibration quickens, these things must be in more and more alignment.
Right.
Because actually time, the experience of time, is speeding up as well.
Yeah.
So what used to take a long time to manifest something is happening quicker than ever when you have the right energy dynamics in place.
Because of that raising consciousness that we're all exhibiting. Okay, so what I'm basically going to do is I'll just read to you some of these questions and we'll answer them.
There we go. I haven't seen, I mean, I kind of know the general theme of it, but
we haven't seen the questions.
We haven't really looked too much into them.
I got like 150 questions this time for like a few hours or so.
Yeah.
Maybe more, I don't know.
There's a lot I can see.
Letting go. I want to talk about that for a second because, like I was saying, so many people think that letting go means that they have to completely forget about what they want. Like, how do I forget about what I want? I want it so badly. That's not the case. We don't have to forget about what we want.
Right.
Like what we were saying in
the video that
we just recorded for Aaron's channel, is you basically have to let go of the resistances, the questions, the doubts, the desperation,
the expectation. Yep. So we let go of all these things because the idea is that what you want to manifest, it's about understanding that it's an energy of something that you want to create in your life. And when you make it more about the energy than the actual thing itself, it makes it so much easier for you to get into alignment on it. Because the one thing you always have the ability to control is your energy. Right. It's the meaning you give things in your life. It is the choices that you make in your life. You can choose your state of being. So the idea, though, is that the best case scenario that the ego can imagine is actually the floor of the higher mind. So think of it as the ceiling, the best possible case scenario that your ego can imagine of this person coming into your life, or you attracting a big amount of money, or whatever it is. The best case scenario you can imagine is barely hitting the surface for what your higher mind can bring to you. So understand your higher mind is still you, but it's almost this higher vibrational part of you that you can begin to connect into more and more. Right. So it's about not having an expectation to how things happen, because the how
you don't have to worry about the how. Exactly. We have a limited perspective kind of how we can receive things.
Yeah.
So the way that I look at it is as, imagine that there are doorways everywhere in life, okay? These doorways, we can't see them, right? But our higher selves can see them. They're on another plane. And we're led through these doorways all the time. And if we let go of how we're going to get to the reality that we desire, we'll be led through the correct doorway for that ultimate desire that we have to manifest that. So basically, letting go is not about forgetting about your manifestation. Yes, sometimes I'll advise people to, go do something else. Set an intention and then go keep yourself busy. Go raise your vibration. Go do things that make you happy. Align with the emotions that you will feel once you manifest that specific thing. But it doesn't mean that you have to forget about it. It is so beautiful to have desires. If you have a desire and you're thinking about it and it raises your vibration, it makes you happier, it makes you excited. You can think about it all the time.
And actually, yeah, thinking about it more and more is better because it's keeping you in the high vibrational state.
It's keeping you in that alignment.
It's when you take track of it and you say, and you look around and say, well, I feel really, really good. And then you look around and say, well, it's not here yet.
Right.
But it's not here yet will keep your vibration down.
That's the attachment that you have to let go of.
Yes, to the outcome.
To look at your current circumstances and be like, well, it's not here yet, so why am I feeling good? Instead, letting go is focusing on cultivating those emotions already, even though the external circumstances don't align just yet. They will once you focus on.
It's almost like give yourself more doorways to walk through as well. I was just using this analogy on the video that we did on my channel, but I think it makes it kind of more real for people to see how they may be living themselves.
Right.
Say, let's use the analogy of somebody manifesting money into their life. They go out and they say, I'm going to manifest $10,000 into my life. So what they do is they set out that intention and they go do different things that get them into that state, or they visualize it or whatever it is. But they have these rules. They say, well, it's going to happen when someone's going to give me the money when I'm on a street somewhere, and someone's going to I'm going to find $10,000 sitting on the street while I go to my job, right? So what they do is they have that visualization, that expectation. They go to their job every day and they're looking for it. They're looking for it. They're looking for it. But on their way to work, we're in Tokyo right now, so there's a subway here. Imagine on the subway that you end up running into someone that owns a business that wants to hire you, and it's an opportunity that would bring you an extra $10,000 a year in your salary, but you don't see it because you're thinking the whole entire time of, instead of, where's the money on the street?
Right.
When that guy or the lady that could hire you, or you could own your own business, or it could be an opportunity, maybe a gig that gets you that much money, many different scenarios, but this is the general analogy, is you may be actually blocking yourself from many different ways of things coming into your life because you are attached to how it must happen. So
let go of the attachment to how, when, why, where, what. Let go of all that. That's not actually your responsibility. Your responsibility is to keep your vibes high. Your responsibility is to become very present, become very mindful, become aware of synchronicities. Look for signs, or at least become present and aware so that signs can be, you can perceive them. Because we can't see them if we're not present and in the moment. So your job is not to figure out how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Your job is to be led and guided through with the universe, or by the universe, to the right doorway. And there's doorways everywhere. You don't see the doorway, but you could walk into it tomorrow, today, in the next minute, just by having that change in perspective.
But we're very well said.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, another thing that you mentioned that maybe we should touch on is you were talking about the timing, or the time, the waiting period.
So I kept getting all these questions. The waiting period is the hardest. What do I do?
Yeah, right there.
What do I do in the time between asking for something and waiting for it to come? We understand that the waiting period is hard. I think that something that's really important that we need to talk about is that
the time is all exists now. So when we're always here's the now moment. When we're always projecting ourselves to the future, we're dispersing our energy. And we're assuming that that future will make us happy. The future will not make us happy. The thing is, and I know this now, you know this now, we've been working at what we've been doing, we've become successful at what we do, and I know that when I had goals that I'm now accomplishing a year ago, I thought it would feel a certain way. When you accomplish it, if you're in the pattern of externalizing and waiting, I'm waiting for the next goal now. So I'm still dispersing my energy. So we were in Tokyo, we were at the, what was it called, where we went under the cherry blossoms at the river?
It's Meguro River, where you watch, I think it's called Yozakura, when you watch cherry blossoms at night.
Yeah, it's beautiful location, beautiful place, and there's like this river, and then there's these the trees, and they're kind of coming over the river, and there's a lot of people walking around.
Put a picture.
Yeah, cool, picture right here. And what we did though is we did this thing where we just got really present. We didn't really talk much. We just sat there like, let's just soak this in.
Just stared.
We didn't think about what we were gonna eat that night, even though we were really hungry. We didn't think about what we were gonna do the next day. We didn't think about any of this stuff. We just focused on being present to the moment, and that raised our vibration so high.
So nice.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
And the thing is we're patterned into always going for the future. But the thing is, here's the thing that I think will give people a lot of value. The more you focus on time, the more time you create. Instead of focusing on time, focus on timing, which puts you into the present moment.
Yes.
which puts you into being here now.
Everything that you want can happen in this very moment. If you stop focusing on, oh, this is going to happen. Like what I said in one of my first law of attraction videos, I would always say, I will get this career. I will have a job in October. I literally timed myself. I gave myself that timing when I didn't have to necessarily do that.
You could have got it in 3 months earlier.
Exactly. The doorways again. I closed all those doorways. And I had this whole journey that I had to get to.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
In general, timing. The more you focus on time, the more time you create. When you focus on timing, you then start to bring more of the components into your reality. If you're saying, when will this person come into my life? When will this person come into life? You're going to keep creating the experience of, when will this person come into my life?
Right.
So you keep creating more and more situations that show you and reflect back to you that person's not already there.
Yeah.
When instead you focus on timing, you focus on you being in a high vibration, guess what? You're going to meet someone else that is in that high vibration, or you're going to feel so much unconditional love for yourself that you almost in a way forget about it because you're so happy.
So I will say that, the law of attraction is basically our lives. It's something that we practice every day from morning to night. It's all of our lives. We're all practicing it every day. We're all unconsciously and consciously creating all day long. But because we're teaching this stuff, we are consciously manifesting all the time just to create new methods of tapping into it. So I'll say that through raising our vibration and through getting into flow state and into alignment, manifesting is instantaneous, almost nearly instantaneous. Whereas I used to have to wait months for things to manifest, sometimes years. Things will come within a couple of days, within a week. And
I think that's a byproduct of you being in alignment with who you are, and also that the vibrations on the planet are changing. I think as time goes on, if you're not doing what you're passionate about, there'll be more and more of this feeling inside of you that's urging you to go for your passion, because it's showing you that when you're in that passion, then you manifest things easier. So if you're experiencing blocks, be aware of the blocks, the definitions you have that don't serve you. The story you're telling yourself about why you can't have what you want. Instead, let go of those negative beliefs. Let go of the expectation of how things should happen. Let go of waiting. Instead of waiting, be present to the moment. Be here now. Enjoy the process. Remember, it's not about the end destination. When you're asking and you're waiting, you're saying that over there is better than over here.
Right.
And saying that is then resisting the present moment.
Postponing the rendezvous.
Yep, and I like what you said. What she was talking about with this waves of getting to the end result. It's a process. It's the journey that is the destination, not the destination itself, because that destination will actually make you happy if you're not happy within yourself.
Right.
No amount of money will make you say, oh, but yes, I've made it. This is what I want. It'll go away very quick. Even the relationship that you think you want, if you think and don't think you're already whole and complete, then even when you get into this relationship, it'll be somebody else that also doesn't feel that way, so it'll reflect that back to you, and it won't actually make you happy. You have to make you happy first, so always bring it within.
It's all internal. First change the internal aspects of yourself, and then the external will add. Something that happened to me actually about a year ago. I realized I was in bed at my mom's house. I was living at home still. I was watching anime. And I was so happy, and I had a small amount of savings and a lot of student debt at that time, okay? And I was thinking to myself, if I had $100,000 or more in the bank right now, what would I be doing differently? And I realized I would be doing exactly what I was doing then.
Really?
And I tapped into the satisfaction that I was having in that present moment. I was already happy. My internal situation was good already. And that allowed me to manifest a lot of abundance, my own place, traveling all over the world. Basically being happy with where I was in the present moment allowed for an expansion of my happiness, a raising of the threshold of that happiness.
Yeah, and we've been talking about this too, because this last month or two I've been traveling a lot. We've been very busy, and I've been having the most amazing explosive growth in so many different areas of my business, of my life. And guess what? It's been funner than ever. It's the more fun I have, the more I increase my state, the more I raise my vibration, the more abundance comes. The more opportunities come. I've had opportunities to reach out to other people's YouTube channels. I used to watch their channels and they want to work with me, or they want to work with us, or whatever. It's so cool because it's just a reflection of changing the vibration and raising the frequency. Your job is not to know how things happen. Your job is to raise your vibration.
Right, that is the only thing that you really need to work on, and then being present and mindful to tap into inspired action when things come to you and you're like, I feel like I should go to the library right now, or I feel like I should call my uncles, things like that. You know, inspired action will come to you, but stop waiting. Stop living your life waiting. Start being. Be in the present moment. Live. Raise your vibration. Do things that make you happy. Tap into the emotion you will feel once you have your desired reality. That's what I was doing, was when I was in bed watching anime, I was tapping into that emotion. I'm like, I'm so satisfied here. I'm happy. I don't want anything that much differently. I like how I'm feeling right now, and that just gave me more of that. The universe
kind of bridged
provided
from that,
more of that.
You bridged from that reality to that reality, and seeing that they're very similar. So then you started to almost identify with it. Well, I'd be doing the same thing, so it's like then
I'm already
happy.
You. I'm already happy, so I'm going to manifest more situations that make me feel that satisfaction, that happiness, that feeling of contentness, like contentness. This is where I'm meant to be. And I get that all the time now, everywhere I go. So I think that's
beautiful.
Good.
Very well said.
I hope we answered that well. If you guys have more questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to them. Thank you, Aaron, for being on my channel.
Thank you for having me on.
And for helping me answer
I appreciate all of you.
Q&A Fridays. You guys check him out below. Follow him on Instagram.
Thank you.
Follow me on Instagram if you want to ask more questions. And I just want to remind you guys that you can get my heart chakra meditation for free. There's a link in the description below if you guys want to tap into the love vibration, the love frequency, open up your heart chakra and manifest love into your life. That link is down below for you. It's free. It's for you. It's a gift.
Go ahead and get it, download it, listen to it for 21 days, let it change your life.
Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with us today. I love you, I appreciate you, and until my next video, keep your vibrations way up.
Way up.
Bye.
Much love.